Let's break down how I got this UK100 trade using this is advanced SMC, which is basically structure, liquidity, and points of interest. So first and foremost, what pair is this UK100? UK100 is simply a stock that covers the list of top 100 companies in the UK. So this stock now, if you buy it, it signifies that you have a share in, all those top 100 companies in the UK. So they gathered everything together and called it UK100. So I call this buy position on it. So let me show you how I was able to get it. So first and foremost, remove all the drawings and you go to the higher time frame, which is your 1 day time frame. You can do 1 day, you can do 4 hour. So on the very high time frame, we can see that the market is bullish, right? And then we have this high. So we have this high, this liquidity here. Market is going to take this liquidity. That is where it's heading to. So market is bullish, right? Bullish, I mean higher highs, higher low, that way. And then obviously it's going to take this high, right? So since we know this fact, we have to now go down to the lower time frames and look for setups where we can put our stop loss and everything. So now we go down to 4 hour time frame. But for this trade, I use my 1 hour time frame. So let's go down to 1 hour time frame. Let me show you something. On 1 hour time frame, I realized that okay, price is bullish, right? Price has been bullish. So now we have to, this is a continuation pattern, right? So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You understand? So at this point, I entered the market. So now, number one point is that market is bullish. So we should be looking only for buys. Since market is bullish, we should look out for, another thing we can look out for is an MSS, right? For you to get an MSS, you can wait for, let's say market is bearish at this point. This is lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low here, and then market came in and broke this place, bought aggressively, right? So this buying now signified what? An MSS around this place. So in the market is now bullish. You understand? Market is now bullish. Since we've established that fact, another thing you should be looking out for is your liquidity, which is when market did this push to the upside, creating an MSS here, it made a pullback before the continuation. That pullback is this guy, which is what? Your liquidity. This is your liquidity here. That's the pullback or liquidity. And then which POI, which point of interest is the closest to this? Is this guy. This is another block here on the 1 hour time frame, right? So I just came in here, marked it out, and it's very simple, right? Take your place your trade here and close this low. My first target actually was this guy, but if you go down to the 4 hour time frame or 1 hour time frame, you can see better draw on liquidities here. So if on 1 day time frame, you can see that there's a draw on liquidity here, at least for the week. That's where I now targeted here. Then covering here, you can do like 1 to 6 RR. So that's what I did on the trade, around 1 to 6 on that trade. You understand? So the main thing is, if you're able to figure out what you want to achieve, where the market is going, and then you look for an entry in between and take it from there.